ask him about the shortcut.
You've been up and down so much here lately, I won't be able to sleep unless it's on a teeter-totter.
This border country's full of cutthroats, bushwhackers. Besides, we don't even know who the boss is dealing with. What do we do, try to drive through them?
It's too risky. Pull up and keep your gun handy.
Good afternoon, gents.
That's close enough, stranger. What do you want?
He acts like he's talking to a couple of carpetbaggers.
Sure is mean country. We're looking for the shortcut to Borda Vista.
About a rifle shot behind us, off to the right. Just before you get to those sycamores. Now get out of the way.
What's the matter, fellas? You act like you're expecting trouble.
Nothing we can't handle.
It's another 10 miles to Borda Vista, and we want to get there before sundown. So get out of the way. You've got your directions.
Sure ain't very neighborly, are they?
Let's go, Jingle. The gentleman's touchy. There's a shortcut, all right.
Honest to goodness. United States Marshal Wild Bill Hickok taking that kind of lip off of 2 wagon squatters, why, it's an insult to your badge.
They're going to Borda Vista too, Jingles, and in this particular instance, I think it's smart that we don't let them know who we are.
Oh? Well, don't get mad. Hey, Bill, wait for me.
See if those men can be helped, Jingles. Couple of renegades from south of the border. Never catch them this side of the Rio Grande. What about these fellas?
Well, it's too late to do them any good. I guess they had a right to be leery of us.
Yeah. Well, let's see what the bandits were after. Wasn't pancake flour or salt.
Hoes or shovels.
You see what I see?
United States government. I hope we're wrong.
I hope we're right. My information was correct. Well, this is one box of armor rifles stolen from Fort McHenry.
Ooh-wee, there's enough guns in there to start a revolution.
Or to keep a petty faction fighting against each other. The cinch who's ever smuggling these rifles or selling them below the border. Guess those 2 renegades up there were trying to get some rifles without paying for them. Now, let's load this wagon, Jingles, and drive her on to Border City.
We're going to ship these guns back to Major Armstrong when we get to Borda Vista?
We're going to use these rifles to find out who's smuggling them and who's buying them.
Well, that ought to be clear. They were doing the smuggling.
They were working for someone, Jingles. The man we're after is too clever to be caught with a wagon load of evidence. You tie your horse on the back and drive this wagon on into Borda Vista.
Oh, now, wait a minute, Bill. You know that riding in a wagon makes me seasick.
Just drive this wagon into Borda Vista. I'm sure someone's there waiting for this shipment of guns. Keep your eyes open for a place to hide these rifles.
Hide them? I thought you said we were going to use them.
We are.
Honest to goodness, you give out more orders and make less cents per minute than any man that ever made a run in practice of getting me in trouble.
These horses up for me, strangers?
That's our wagon.
Yeah, but where are Rocky and Towler?
And who are those strangers?
Leave your gun alone, Ed.
All right. What's going on here, and what are you doing with my wagon?
Oh, so it's your wagon.
We rented it to Towler a week ago.
Towler and Rocky Roads. Where are they?
Right up there, I'm afraid. They were ambushed by Mexican bandits. Who are they, and who did they work for?
Very corporate men. I wonder what the bandits were after.
I wouldn't know, Sheriff. They didn't bother their supplies. When they saw us coming, they hightailed it.
Hey, you. You up there in the seat. Is your friend here telling the truth? What's wrong with him?
He gets seasick when he rides in a wagon. Now, look, Sheriff. If you're thinking we shot these two men, think again. We never would have brought this wagon back into town.
I guess that makes some sense.
Of course it does.
Well, thank you, lady. What I want to know is who these supplies belong to.
Why are you so anxious to know that?
Reward. If they don't belong to anybody here in this town, then my partner and I are going to claim them as salvage.
I'll impound the load.
I can avoid that, Sheriff. I know my rights.
This man may know something, and he may not.
He's got a good eye for money. What's this about Towler and Rocky being shot?
That's right. Who are you?
Ace Parker?
You order these supplies?
Nope.
I understand these two men worked for you.
They quit last week for a better job.
What sort of a job?
You ask a lot of questions.
Yeah, come to think of it, who are you and where you're from?
My name's S04E03.
I see, from Texas.
That's right.
Well, Mr. Stokey, I've got no grounds for challenging you or your business.
Good. Does anybody here claim this load of supplies? Where's a good place I can park this wagon overnight?
Delivery stable right behind the hotel.
Well, thanks again, lady. Want to come along with me, Sheriff, and take care of these bodies? Well, looks like I was wrong. Nobody's made a move to get the guns.
Yeah, even being sick, I didn't like that Ace Parker.
I didn't like him either. Somebody's in trouble. Go out by the front.
There's someone in the store who's got money in the safe.
Hickok, get on back!
Get busy. This should give us enough time.
Right.
Come on, Jingle. Come on. Who slugged you?
Good, you caught him.
Oh, this is my pal. Your intruder got away.
Oh, what happened? Who started the stampede?
Now he's coming around.
Bring him into the kitchen. We'll fix him up there.
Good.
Ow! Tender.
Come on. Come on, Jingles.
You poor, sweet thing. Feeling better?
Oh, I haven't come to under such pleasant circumstances in the coon's age. Now, did you catch the prowler, Bill?
No.
Bill? Thought your name was Ed.
William Edward Stokey. Some people call me Bill. What's your name?
June Chandler.
Oh, that's pretty.
You and your brother run the store?
Yes. Ed'll be glad to know you ran the man off and that no money was taken.
Well, where is your brother?
Playing poker. I'll fix you men some bacon and eggs, hmm?
Well, that's hospitality.
That's very nice of you, but...
But it'll only take a minute.
How will they take a minute?
Sorry, but Jingles and I have to go for a long ride in the morning. I'm sure you won't be troubled anymore tonight, Miss Chandler. Come on, Jingles.
Oh, Bill, she said it'd only take a minute.
Come on, Jingles.
Oh. Good night.
Nice.
Bill, I don't see... Come on. Bill Hickok, you're rude. That sweet flight...
The box is gone.
Why, those no-good connivers? They must have shoved another wagon in and pushed the box over.
Yes, and your sweet, lovable little lady's responsible for the whole thing.
You mean the Prowler was a phony?
The whole thing's a phony.
Everything except the bump on my head ain't no phony.
I wonder who she's working with. Ace Parker, that brothers of hers.
I don't know. She was sweet and lovely.
Sister-like.
Yeah.
Just be glad she's not your sister. The only reason she offered to feed us was to delay us going after whoever stole that box. We're going after it.
How? When?
Somewhere between here and the border. Somebody's coming up from Mexico to buy those rifles, and there's got to be a meeting place.
On a trail or wagon from following?
That'd be Eagles Pass.
Well, let's saddle up and get going. Well, I don't see no Mexicans, no wagons, no horses, no burros, no mules. I don't even see a cow.
Uh-huh. What'd you call that?
What?
Senor Chandler?
Senor Chandler. Hello, Ramon. You got the silver?
Si, senor. You have the rifles?
In the box.
I shall look.
Let's go.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Sam, how do you figure that?
Those two strangers.
Whatever your difficulty, senor, we do not pay silver for sand.
It's your loss, Ramon. Let's have the money. Here comes trouble. Get the silver off those burros. Let's get out of here. Forget the silver.
Well, we got one of them.
Yeah, but two of them got away. Did you recognize them?
No. The money bags.
Senor.
This man's alive. Come on, give me a hand. Yeah, let me give you a hand.
It is too late. The money. Get it to my sister.
Who is your sister?
Her name is Margarita. Rancho Mestanza in Sonora. Tell her she was right.
Pretty sorry situation, Bishop. Brings girl news of her brother's death, and we expect her to give us information about his activity.
Well, it's the only way to find out where the rest of the guns are or who the smugglers are.
Yes? You have come to see Raymond, my brother?
We've come to see about your brother, Senorita. You're Margarita, aren't you?
See, what about my brother?
He's dead.
It would happen. They tricked him, didn't they? The Americanos tried to cheat Raymond.
I hope you won't blame all Americans. You see, your brother had the misfortune of dealing with outlaws.
Are you any better? Is there a reason I should not shoot both of you?
Oh, I can think of scads of reasons, the main one being that I don't want to die yet.
We brought back your brother's silver. We had nothing to do with his death. We're United States Marshals.
I have been upset for many weeks. I'm sorry. Would you have some wine?
Well, no, thank you.
No, thank you.
We've got the rifles your brother tried to buy this morning, but we'd like to get the rest of them also to capture the smuggler.
Maybe you can help.
Raymond became involved stupidly. This gringo thief made him think it was patriotic to sell our sheep, to buy guns, to cause trouble.
Well, he realized he was wrong. You didn't happen to know this man your brother was dealing with, did you?
Only that his name is Chandler.
It's our man. Let's
Oh,
go.
hold on. We've got to get evidence. The best way is to catch Ed Chandler selling rifles. I've got it. Poncho. You're going to pose as a Mexican coming to buy rifles.
Now, just a minute, Wild Bill Hickok.
Margarita, can you hustle up a mule train?
Of course, senor.
Jingles, you'll be at the usual meeting place tomorrow morning.
Oh, Bill, I hate mules.
Stop saying it's too bad you lost the silver. It's too bad Williams was killed.
Take it easy, will you, sis? What's worse, those two men have a box of rifles. If they get caught trying to sell them, they'll trace them back to us.
Do you think they were the two gunmen who stormed in on you this morning?
Could have been. I just hope they're dumb enough to come back here and try and get those supplies out in the wagon. Sounds like one of them is dumb enough.
Use your head. Let me try to learn something from him. With Raymond dead, we've no one to sell the rest of the rifles to. This man obviously knows what to do with them.
All right, sis, but work fast. I hope you know what you're doing.
Good afternoon, Ed Stokey.
Howdy.
I missed you today.
I missed you, too. I had some, business.
Where's your friend?
Oh, he's taking care of the other end of the business. Yeah, nice girl, June. Good looking, too. You got any hopes about the future?
Not to speak of.
Well, how'd you like to join up with a cowhand who's really going places?
Depends upon where you're going.
Well, I picked myself up 6 bags of silver this morning. Moved in on some fumblers who were trying to peddle rifles. Government. My friend and I really outslicked them. You know what we did? We removed the rifles and left them nothing but a box of gravel.
But how do you expect to get rid of the rifles?
Oh, I found myself another Rancho Grande. He's meeting me with a mule train this morning.
Where?
I ain't telling nobody. But if you'd like to ride along with me on the wagon, I'd sure love to have you.
You know, that isn't a bad idea.
Your, brother wouldn't mind, would he?
None of his business.
Well, I'll load the rifles on the wagon while you change your clothes.
He's going to deliver our rifles to a new buyer, and he wants me to go with him.
Good. I'll get Denton and we'll follow you. We'll get our guns back, and also the silver from the last load.
And we'll be able to sell the rest of our rifles to this new Mexican buyer.
Good.
I'll go change.
Come on, get along, you ornery, stubborn offshoot of an illegitimate animal. You'd walk by yourself. I get a road part of the way. Hey, Pancho! Pancho! Whatever it is you say in Spanish to make a mule, go say it, will you? Holy cow, what is this? Hey, just a minute. Are you, or are you...
No, Senor Jingle. Do I not make one nice poncho?
Oh, sure, you're a charming enough looking little tamale, but I'm just thinking about Wild Bill Hickok. He's going to horse flog me.
There's our mule train, honey. You better wait here.
But I thought...
I don't want you getting hurt. Sometimes these ponchos get pretty rough. Be back in a half a minute. Get up there.
He let June off. I wonder where his partner is.
I'd guess across the borders. We can forget yesterday's silver.
Yeah, today's looks big. Let's get it.
Buenos dias, senor.
Oh, buenos dias, senor. Que dice?
I left June back down the trail, Jingles, because I knew she'd recognize your voice. Senorita, why are you here?
Because of my brother. Here come your men.
If you've ever put on an act, senor, put on one now.
Oh, si, senor. I am one big ranchero. Oh, this is a fine load of guns, senor. But it is not near enough for my needs. You tell me many, many, many guns, senor.
What's the matter, senor? This cowboy shortchanging you?
No,
Don't worry, I want to talk to you later. Senor, he's only got a handful of guns. How would you like to buy a couple of 100 rifles?
200 rifles, senor. Si. But where?
I can have them out here in 3 hours.
he's lying. You gonna buy my guns or not?
Ah, shut up. We've got the guns stashed in the silo just out of Border City.
No,
Yeah?
senor. Oh, that is the news I want to hear. I will pay you in advance in silver money. Take over, Bill.
Take it easy, you wildcat. You know, you're the first and prettiest girl I've ever had the pleasure of jailing. Now put your foot in that strap. That's better.
Hello, senor.
Buenos dias. You've been a great help to us, senorita. I wish there was some way that we could make your personal loss lighter.
You have returned my money.
Oh, well, that isn't your brother, miss, and we're sorry.
Perhaps others will learn from his mistake. Won't you come in and have lunch? Frijoles, tortillas, tamales?
Well, now, that's an invitation.
Thank you very much, senorita, but you see, Jingles and I are 6 hours overdue in Felix Junction. There seems to be a little fighting and feuding.
Now, just a minute, Bill Hickok. This fighting and feuding is interfering with my feeding.